What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Abstract Season 2 has hit Netflix, and I am very happy about it. I remember talking about Season 1 of Abstract on my old podcast, I believe Early Retirement was the name, back in Denver. Probably one of the most highest rated, well, I guess rated, whatever, episodes I did. People really enjoyed it, but I enjoy the series. It features this doc series. Each episode is a portrait focused on a different artist, and artist being not just fine artists, but just artists in different industries. So season 1, there's like Tinker Hatfield, so shoe industry. There's like architecture, just different kinds of fields, graphic design, illustration, and it really exposes these artists. It exposes their process. It exposes where art is going, where like how diverse. Like, if a kid wants to be an artist, a lot of people would think, painting or drawing. Like, I'm going to be a fine artist. I'm going to sell whatever. But there's so many jobs that require an artist to be doing those jobs. Like, you have to have the creative ability, you have to have the technical ability, but there's something in an artist's brain that's required for a lot of these jobs, and it can be anything. Like, it's like infinite, the amount of things in our lives that require an artist, or can be done by an artist and shown in a completely new, like, you could take just a common thing and explode it into something different. Anyway, I love this show, and so when I had no idea second season was coming out, so I was very excited when I saw that new episodes of Abstract were out. And let me go over the episodes for season 2. So what I might do, actually, before I do that, I may go episode through episode, season 1 and 2 of Abstract, and make them a regular part of this show on Saturdays. So Abstract for, was there 6, so maybe like 12 episodes, 12 weeks. Each episode will be focused on a particular episode, so I'll talk about the artists and just different things that I enjoyed about the episode. So look forward to that as a new kind of regular part of the Ray Taylor Show every Saturday. But I'm just going to kind of go an overview for season 2. And episode 1 is Olafur Eliasson, the design of art. And he's just an artist that works very much, utilizes technology and what we know and understand with technology to do different art installations. So it may be utilizing this particular light spectrum where it makes everything black and white for the person that's lit in the room. But if you were to use a regular standard light that you'll see, it's a room full of color. He uses like mirrors and different kind of lenses to abstract light, and he's just kind of dancing around using different materials and different kind of scientific ideas, and he's expressing them through art. One of them is environmental, and he actually went to, where is it, Greenland, that's melting right now, and he took a chunk of an iceberg, and then he chopped it up into sections and made almost like, not quite a Stonehenge, but, he arranged them in a circle in downtown, I believe it was New York, to just kind of bring awareness to what it looks like for an iceberg to melt in front of your eyes, because none of us are actually where the icebergs are melting. We see videos, we see pictures, we hear about it, but none of us are actually there seeing it. So having it literally an iceberg, a chunk of ice that's used to be in Greenland in a city in your downtown area, and seeing them melt over the days, like literally melting away, really gives people a different perspective on what's going on with our environment. But anyway, that's episode 1. Episode 2, Neri Oxman, bioarchitecture. This is another that's blending science and art. She is an architect who creates materials that are modeled after biological materials. Super interesting. She's super gorgeous also, but just very creative, works for MIT. Super, like, just amazing to see, like, us stepping into a sci-fi movie where, like, everything's built out of biological materials that can decompose, and we're not going to be producing shit that just pollutes our world, and we can, like, live. It's just, I really enjoy it. The third episode is Ruth Carter, who's a costume designer. This is one where I'm not into costume design necessarily, but watching her, who's, like, you know, one of these people who are at the top of their game as far as costume design, it really, for me, added a new perspective that makes me now appreciate costume design in all film, because it's something that, if it's done well, should just disappear into the film, unless the costumes in the film are supposed to be, like, flamboyant and noticeable. But anyway, Ruth Carter, amazing. Cass Hallman is episode 4, Design for Play, and this is an artist who creates, like, alternatives to Lego, like, just obsessed with creating artistic building blocks for kids to, like, be creative in ways that helps them through their life. It's just amazing, kind of using again, like, science and art to come together. It's episode 5, Ian Spalter, digital product design. So this is, like, basically it's following Instagram and showing the evolution of Instagram, and how the process of making art, how, like, whether you're painting or whatever, how that has been applied to the growth and evolution of Instagram. So this is kind of a different, like, a departure in the series, because I would say that Instagram is more of the focus rather than Ian Spalter, who is, you know, came in to kind of refresh everything, which I guess he is, but you can tell that there's large teams working on solving and making small adjustments to make the product work better. It's just super interesting. I enjoy it as a geek. It's very, and like, being obsessed with user interfaces through doing web design and stuff like that. It's super interesting. And then the last one, Jonathan Hoffler, a typeface designer, super nerdy. I love it, but that one was too much for me. I mean, I enjoyed it, but that one, just being obsessed with typefaces, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. That's a little bit too in depth for me, but I still enjoyed the series, and I'm looking forward to breaking down, going episode by episode every Saturday for the next 12 weeks, and just going in depth on each of these episodes. But definitely check out Abstract Season 1 and Season 2 on Netflix. If you're an artist, it's like the most inspiring thing to watch for me. Super interesting, and I enjoy it so much. But that's it for this episode of The Ray Taylor Show. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go buy my artwork over at InspiredDisorder.com and save 25% when you use coupon code RTS. Follow me on social media at Ray Taylor. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!